What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna tell you a few things that I wish I knew when I first started training and how I got to my one arm pull up. So let's get right to it. So with the one arm pull up, it's a very advanced technique, but don't think just because it's so advanced that you can't start working on it as a beginner. For me, my biggest mistake was neglecting skill training when I was a beginner. And the biggest thing about that was the one arm pull up. Now, I didn't know how to train my one arm pull up, but before I give you a specific breakdown on the exercises that are beneficial for the one arm pull up, here are a few tips that you're gonna need to know. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you can hang on the bar with one arm consistently for at least 30 seconds, or at least just some good amount of time with both arms. Now this is good because you make sure you don't develop an imbalance while also needing the specific grip strength to really even pull yourself up there. Because if you can't hold yourself on the bar, then you're not gonna be able to pull yourself up on the bar with one arm. And a way to strengthen this is, if you're not there yet, then just do a two-arm dead hang and work your way from there. Another way you can do it is do a dead hang, assisted dead hang, one arm dead hang, where you just hang on the bar with one hand and you grab your hand with this hand, right? So getting that grip strength, that's a very essential. Now once you get past that portion, you're gonna wanna make sure that it's a lot of pure strength, a lot of explosive strength. So whenever you're training back, if you're in the gym or you're doing pull-ups, make sure you're doing your movements explosively. Like, instead of taking forever with your pull-ups, taking your time with it, explode up, come down, control it, coming down, explode up and come down and control it. At least that's how I did it when I first started off. I have much footage of me when I was in my very beginning stages actually training the explosive pull-up. Now next, let me give you a few ways that you can improve your pull-up. If you just have a pull-up bar, or if you just have some sort of bar, or even, let's say, a planche parallete bar, like a planche parallete, if you have that, you could make that work with it as well. So one way to give you more tension on the one arm without having any sort of equipment, you can use a towel. Grab a towel with one hand and pull up just like that. This strengthens the grip strength of this hand while also putting more pressure on whatever dominant hand you're training at the moment. And then, like I said before, grabbing the hand that you're doing a pull-up with is probably my favorite way to do it. For me, that's how I started off, just grabbing the hand and cranking out as many pull-ups as I can. Now for you, I would just suggest for you to do an even amount on both sides, because you're gonna develop a strength imbalance in your hands. Like, my right arm is a good bit stronger than my left arm when it comes to doing one arm pull-ups. But doing that is a solid base, and along with that you can do negatives. So basically you can do a two-hand pull-up, and then when you're coming down, control it with the one arm. So try to go as slow as possible when you're coming down. It's gonna be really hard at first, but this sort of eccentric movement is so key, and something that I wish I would have started off early on, and that you could do at a very early stage. If you do like 10 pull-ups, then you could probably get a somewhat decent negative coming down one arm. Now it just depends on the person, but this is something I highly suggest. The next I would suggest is weighted pull-ups. Now for me, I do 5 sets of 5 on weighted pull-ups. Now I started off doing this with a 25, and now today I can do it. I can get about 225s or 235s, and if you can get in the gym, or for me personally, I have my own weighted belt that I can do pull-ups on when I go to the calisthenic park, and I will literally bring my own plate. Like, I have a whole plate I'll pack up with me just to train that skill. Now I know this might not be as convenient, so if you don't have that, that's okay. Get you a backpack and get gallons of water or any sort of gallon jugs you have and put it in the backpack and do pull-ups with that. That's a good way to alternate it. And then after that, I like to do what's called towel pull-ups. Like I said before, for that I'll do 10 on each side. So just holding the towel, doing one arm, 10 on each side, 10 on each side. And then to burn out, usually I say this for the end of the workout, but it's called Australian pull-ups, or I'm not sure that this is a specific name, but you're gonna want to get down below if you got a planche parallete or just anything that you can grab onto while leaning back. I like to do that with one arm, doing that, cranking those out, and I do that to failure at the end of my workout. Now I should have put that at the end, but one other exercise that I also burn out on is the one arm dead hang. So each arm I'm hanging, I'm burning out the arm, really feeling the forearm. Like, your forearm is gonna feel like toast and your fingers are gonna be done. but this really gets that finger strength and that forearm strength up, which is super underrated in terms of training calisthenics. Like in most movements you do, you're gonna need strong hands, forearms, fingers, things like that. And one bonus tip I like to add in is make sure you're taking sharp breaths. A lot of people like to hold their breath when they're doing the exercise, something that's that tough. Try to take sharp breaths, try to control your breathing. Like for me, I'm doing, like I'm pushing in and out like super sharp because I feel like it just makes the movement more comfortable. And also, you know, don't hold your breath while you're doing this, because if you fall out, like, you know, it's not gonna work out for you. If you're on a hard surface, you know, it's just not good hitting the ground that hard. And it's a little too risky for you. Like if you're even holding your breath at that point, then you need to still take some more time with your training. But that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did down below. And we're getting in a whole gym. So it's this situation where basically my dad is opening up a complete gym somewhere near me. So I'm about to be recording in the gym a lot more, you know, more weights with it. I also love calisthenics, but for me, I switch up my training a lot. Like I've been doing Muay Thai for about a month. You know, it's fun, or a month or two. It's fun to really try new things and see how other people train for their things. Like I'll do, personally for me, I'll do any sort of training. Like as long as I can keep my gains and not burn all my muscle while I'm doing it, I'll try any sort of training. And I want to bring that to YouTube a little more for 2022, especially that there's a gym. So, you know, we're gonna see where that goes. Thank you for the support, guys. And you know, this is the year, and I want you guys to take yourself to the next level this year too. So that's it, guys, and I'll see y'all next time.